Thank you for that.
They're always waiting till the last second. You have no idea what goes on behind the scenes sometimes. Except you and Patreon and Locals do, because we post our behind the scenes content. And tonight is when the first AfterQuest behind the scenes just went up for our supporters. So.
Whoa.
Scary.
Yes.
I don't even know what it is.
I know,
It's been a while. It's from
I'm
episode
excited.
5. Welcome to AfterQuest. I'm Dan Stacy, and you're about to witness my nerdy family and I use silly voices and digital dice to tell a good story as we return to our Nobles of Waterdeep campaign.
Did he say silly voices?
Hold on. My
Oh, he's self-hearing.
loud. Yeah.
Hi, viewers. Thank you so much for being here. You guys are awesome.
And
We announcements. Let's see. Upcoming games coming. You know, there'll be some new things coming around the bush.
yes, you are correct.
We're in the forest.
Yeah,
There's bushes.
yes.
Relax.
It's just the way Jake delivers it. You feel the undertones, even if he doesn't intend it.
Are you saying that he's beating around the bush?
Full of masculinity.
All right, everybody drink. Cheers. Welcome.
We're only a little wild tonight. It snowed this morning.
It's true. It's true. We're in New York. We have a special guest in. We've been recording some amazing things with Adam from the Interplanar Crossroads. So thank you, sir. And we've also got some of his popcorn, homemade popcorn. It's
So
awesome. Over the garden wall. You can join in our movie nights if you join our forest. And we're also in talks with some people for some collaborations heading towards December.
That was the bush I was beating.
I know. Sorry, Dennis, if you're watching. I'm just teasing. We're really excited to set that up. I'll start announcing that later on, but it's going to be for a Kickstarter that's coming out. We're going to be playtesting it. So I don't want to say too much until we've got all our ducks in a row, but those in the know. So
I know nothing.
Those in the bush? No.
Yeah, it's the ducks in the bush.
The ducks in the
No, we're just going somewhere else.
we should probably get started. This is our dancing episode, theoretically. I never want to make any promises, but hopefully it'll be intimate and spicy. Yeah, you ready?
Yeah, I took a nap for this one.
Nice. I don't think there's anything else. Of course, check out Interplanar Crossroads and the Around the Hearth episodes. We finished up October, so Neolithic November is coming out.
Ugh, me caveman.
Yes. Jake's very excited. So we'll be doing Forest Forge on that and our live play at the end of the month. So I think that's about it.
All right, quick breakdown. Last session, things happened.
And didn't.
Something died.
Mm-hmm.
Tetsu's happy.
Tetsu's fine.
Tetsu's fine. For real though, we left off on an interesting moment where Drew had just received information from one of the mercenaries from the House of Keesary, and Morgana and Lucius III were having a conversation at the table, and Cass was
Playing with
House Horsey.
Yeah.
No. Yeah, jamming out, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Rex and the Howlers?
Yes, Rex
and the Howlers.
Always horsing around.
always around. But I think we should start right off with Isidru.
All right. So Isidru is going to be nonchalantly going over to Lucius, and he's going to make a judgment about how he's interacting with Morgana to find a good place to cut in. Because he's not trying to be very forceful about trying to give information.
I think at this point we are sitting at the table next to each other.
Okay.
Yeah, the two of you are. Yeah.
All right, perfect. So he's just gonna sit down right next to Lucius, and he's gonna be, Lord Lucius. It's been quite a night, hasn't it?
Yes, yeah.
Is that all you have to say?
I am anxious for the dancing.
Might be a little bit more anxiety in there, but I know you're going to be quite well at that. But I will have to say that dancing, stomping grounds, they're kind of synonymous, and apparently our champion has done so with someone.
I'm sorry, what? Tetsu?
Oh, yes.
He's stomping... What?
Oh, past tense. It's already over. Actually, I'm pretty sure it was a one-sided event, all things considered.
I'm sorry, 𝙁𝙗𝙗𝙗. What was it?
Calm down, Lucius. No reason to be afraid. We have plenty of eyes looking at us. But, all I know is that someone came in, apparently was trying to use some sort of blade and things that you denounced tonight. But, as far as I know, Tetsu handled it quite gracefully.
He's unharmed.
As far as I'm aware.
Okay. Should we investigate?
Oh, I don't think so. If you look into it, I say that right now, everyone we're looking at is definitely going to be looking at us, especially if one of them was the one who sent him.
That is true.
I think it would be quite a show of force not to have any worry over it and to continue out the night having fun and thrill of the excitement.
Of course. If Tetsu's not hurt, should some of the mercenaries investigate, at least?
I'm under the impression that there already are, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
And they've
Yeah.
set up perimeter and yeah.
Oh,
Okay.
they're quite taking care of the situation. They're going to be our resident caretaker is looking into what type of substance was on the blade, and they're just. I think there's nothing to worry about. They have it quite handled, but your men are quite astounding.
So at this, Lucius is going to pat 𝙁𝙗𝙗 and do a smile, trying to really look like they're having like a great time. That's great. Thank you, 𝙁𝙗𝙗.
You're welcome, but I would recommend a little less on the smile, especially from you. I will say that perhaps you might frighten people with such a thing.
It's look more like a grimace. Yeah.
It does suit you much more.
Thank you, 𝙁𝙗𝙗. We'll look into it later.
Very well. So, he leans in closer. He's like, "How are things going with Moore?"
I'm guessing this whole conversation
Oh,
is
yeah.
fairly whispered.
Yeah. I'm
And,
you're
like-
sitting right there.
Hasn't yet anything, I guess, but
I will say that you better move on that. I mean, when it comes to the dancing, I think it's quite expected for you to dance with her, whether it be in woods or on the floor.
yes, I'll take that into consideration.
Will you, though?
I will.
I really don't mean to be pushy, but it just seemed like a few hours ago you let other people boss you around.
I had a thought of how things were going to go and a plan, and I was thrown off.
Well, so you're saying that your move of moving people around is being used upon you?
Well, I'm letting things get to me when they shouldn't.
Well, I would say that if you wanted any advice about how to ignore what people think of you, or maybe even tell people off without giving a hint of disrespect, I would recommend Cass.
Yes, yeah.
So if you have any issues, I would recommend talk to him next time that you run into him, and maybe we could even provide a distraction if you can't deal with a problem.
Yes, that would be very helpful.
Anyway, how's the food?
Was
How
that
do you
one loud
think it
enough
is
for
more? Yeah.
Yeah.
That was the
Yeah.
more invitation into this conversation.
Yeah.
Are there other people at the table?
No,
No.
no.
Yeah, Lucius
It's pretty
prepared and asked
exclusive.
you
Yeah.
Okay.
how it is. How's the food?
Do you honestly think I can eat any of that in this? Drew. But thank you, it's lovely.
I was going to be quite impressed if you could, though.
How are you enjoying it?
Oh, it's quite lovely. I will say that I'm not quite used to food on such a high scale. I know that it is provided at the Keesary Manor, but when you spend multiple months out on mission, it just doesn't have the same feel. It almost seems foreign.
I wouldn't worry about it too much. Most of this is really for looking at.
Are you saying I don't have any taste?
No, I mean, having so much isn't about eating all of it. It's about showing everyone that you have so much.
I guess whatever people want to provide in their image, doesn't seem to be very useful of a resource, but I guess that is how people view such things.
As a servant walks by with a turducken.
Maybe Cass is coming back at that point and like plucks some right off the tray.
Yeah.
Oh, good, everyone's here.
Ah, brother,
I'm starving.
you have been playing quite a bit.
It's the howlers and that Rex. They're amazing. They just make me want to keep going. But how are we doing?
I think we're doing quite well.
Something's happened. We'll talk later.
All right. Should I?
Everything's fine.
Then I'm not worried. I have so much food to eat. There's
Drew-
so many things.
Drew
here.
gives the signal, it is fine.
There's a nod. Very good. I hope the dancing starts soon. How are you?
I'm good. Excuse me. I would like to speak with Mo.
Of course.
Oh, very well. Drew's gonna get a plate for Cass just in case he moved away from it.
Let's go see. We'll go pester someone else.
Perhaps we could go to Galadress.
We could do that. Had they announced that the dance is going to start yet, or is everyone just eating?
Everybody's still kind of eating. A lot of socialization
Okay.
happening.
Yeah.
There you see the the head of the games speaking with some officials and some of the wizards. Remember, there's all the wizards that are part of like the judging
Yep.
and controlling.
Yep.
And it looks like they're actually discussing what you guys brought to their attention.
Mm,
So they're having a moment, and they need that moment.
perfect. All right, we'll go schmooze around for a little bit while the other two have a moment.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Yeah. I'm sorry, Mo. I was thinking I would wait till we were dancing, but
Oh no,
I
go right ahead.
felt the need to apologize for being so distracted and not thinking about you and I'm sorry there's been a lot on my mind with father passing away and everything and taking over the house, and I wanted to know what do you want more in life? I mean, I know you've gotten back only recently, but I don't know what your goals are.
Well, you do pick a funny time to ask. Not sure that's any of those answers are the ones I'm supposed to be giving tonight. I'll tell you what. Not sure either of us can quite be ourselves here. Of course, that's not quite the point, now is it? Rather the opposite. However, we go on with that. And, maybe later tonight, I'll answer that question. Maybe somewhere a bit quieter.
Yeah. Totally understand. I do want to apologize, though.
For tonight or for all week?
I know.
Right. Well. My first dance has been claimed by that rather dreadful gentleman over there. I don't suppose you can do anything about it, can you?
Can he? He can, though, right?
Absolutely.
Is it like written in cards or something like they used to do? I don't know. Like.
No. He invited her first. He got to her first.
Oh, okay. It's Mr. Hawk
Oh yeah,
thing.
Mr. Hawkland,
Hawkland.
Mr. Hawk.
Lord Hawkland.
Okay. Yes.
We're generating rivalries.
Yeah. I will do something about that.
Very well. Then, I shall meet you on the floor when the dancing starts.
He'll get up right then, actually, and start heading over
To the dance floor.
to the Hawkland guy.
Oh.
Lucius don't
Let's
mess
see
around.
what you guys are doing.
Our table is now been abandoned, and the only one there is
so,
Navarre.
It's so empty. Who wants to go first? You boys want to have your conversation? Or is there a conversation to be had with Galdress? Or are we...
I only had the thought for talking with Valera, but that was more I was dancing. So if you've got anything, otherwise I'm okay.
I just want to make sure. I don't want to leave you
Yeah.
hanging.
I think Drew's just going to be there as support cast.
Okay.
So, are you going by yourself? Or is more coming with you?
I don't think so.
So more is sitting at the table.
Laura's just going to sit back at the empty table and enjoy a drink. Probably look over at his sisters.
Oh yeah, they've been watching.
Yeah.
For
No,
sure.
he's just walking straight over.
Tell me your gait. Is this aggressive? Is this powerful? Is it gentle? Is it gentlemanly?
Assertive.
More.
And he's not aggressive.
No,
But assertive.
I want more. Like what? Assertive. Like
Everybody wants more. It's
Purposeful. A very purposeful stride.
okay.
Well done.
Yes.
Lord Hawkland.
Lucius.
That's Lord Keesary.
You don't deserve that title.
I do. I earned it, and I will continue earning it. As I did well with my speech.
Fine. You drew the attention. You caught him off guard. He has a drink in his throat.
I am going to have first dance with Lady Morgana.
Oh no. That is my honor. Don't you dare.
I will have to assert myself here.
He stands up and the chair slides back just a little bit. Assert yourself. You hardly know what it is to be a lord.
I'm hoping to prove that.
Right now? You want to draw a blade now? What do you mean prove it?
No,
I have first dance.
I'm going to.
Roll something.
Oh my goodness. It's not going to be good.
Drew and Cass are definitely like,
What's happening?
Okay.
Is that a
More
persuasion?
smiling.
Yeah,
I
one roll
assume.
persuasion. You've been nice.
Oh yeah, she's just watching.
Oh,
Wow.
Rocking that.
Sorry, I didn't bring up the dice.
Nope,
Sorry,
that's a
guys.
20 on the
It's like
die.
a death
Well, 18
stare.
on
There you go.
and
There you
20
go.
Dirty
modifier.
20.
Dirty.
Dirty
20.
20.
Dirty
That's
20.
my Sorry, chat. I'll fix it in a second.
Beating on that bush.
I'm gonna say that his pendant sparks some too.
Oh gosh. Okay.
Yeah.
Maybe you do have your father's blood. This is great. He walks off. Have your dance. He goes out, and there's like an area where there's gentlemen out smoking pipes on a balcony.
So I think what Lucius would do, I think he'll walk back to the table and sit down. We'll have our dance.
Very well.
And with that, the head of the game stands up. Oh, joyous, joyous! It is time for the dance. Clear the tables and pick your partners, but don't dance with the same partner all night long. He looks around the room, like waiting for people to like
I
Start
mean, that was
moving.
Caspian's plan from the beginning. So.
dance with somebody you've never met before and live it up a little. And he looks right at Cass.
Perception or something?
Sure.
I gotta decide. I like to let the dice decide this one.
Would be like insight into figuring
Yeah,
out-
that's true. That's true. He's really distracted. He's really enjoying what was going on over there.
I think he's being asked for a dance.
Well, it could be a nat one may have driven that.
10.
Yeah, but with 14 with your modifiers, so that's
Yeah.
not bad.
Yeah, it's good in the system.
Yeah, that's solid. You definitely know he must know something. He probably knows all the gossip. Like,
Nah.
I'm just saying.
Okay, that's what I know.
Yeah, it's
All
more
the
of like
gossip.
he's like teasing you because he knows all the gossip.
Okay, all right.
Not that I'm inviting you to dance with me. No,
Oh, I'm gonna be dancing with you at least twice
I get to have the chance of having multiple personalities.
because Jake is the rest of the world. It's all Jake superimposed onto these bodies.
Oh, that's just they're all bearded.
Oh, that just changed everything in my head. I'm just picturing my sisters, but all Jake's heads.
Batting
Maybe
there.
I look good in a dress, chat.
Oh, there we go.
Send me a dress. No, just please don't.
Spam the chat with dress and we'll put Jake in a dress. No, I'm just kidding. We'll do that.
That
To
would
Jake.
be,
He might do it. Spam the chat.
how much is it
Anyways.
worth?
Don't jump him.
All right. I told you tonight was going to be wild. I got sleep.
So we're going to
Yes.
get up and
Do you help the servants clear the tables? Like push them off to the side? I'm just curious.
no.
Was there a moment of any desire to do that out of curiosity?
Yeah, like that would have
Yeah.
been, but she knows exactly what she's supposed to be doing tonight,
Okay.
and she's keeping to that role.
Drew, would you help?
No.
Okay. I was just curious because I know you guys have that connection with the lower caste. I don't like saying it, but
I think if anything, the one sort of tell would be that whenever Moore interacts with a servant, she is just like a little bit more like warm and appreciative of giving him a little extra glance and kind of like a little bit of a, not necessarily saying thank you because that would be breaking character too much, but emoting
I
it.
appreciate that.
Yeah.
Okay. That's what I was wondering. I didn't
Yeah.
think you stooped to that level of treating them just like they were
Yeah.
numbers. Okay, cool. And so the dancing begins. Who's choosing the first partners?
I'm after Lady Valera, which we already talked about ahead of time.
Yep.
so
I think being
And
coy,
Fitz.
Lucius would say,
We're at
no,
Gallagher's
Lord
table.
Keesary.
Oh yeah.
Because he said
like
dance with somebody he never met
Literally
before.
right there.
She'll give you the. It's lovely to meet you, my lord, and Lady Morgana Navarre.
Pleasure. Would you like this first dance?
I could be tempted.
Let's go.
You spot Guinevere? Yes? Is that the name? Oh no, that was bad. Your sister. No, Gwendolyn. Sorry. Gwen. I was close. That's better.
Yeah,
That's
that was
better.
really good.
A lot of names.
Sorry, buddy.
No, I love it. Gwen comes out of the smoking area with Lord Hawkland, arm in arm, as they begin their dance.
Nice.
And so we start out with a nice, gentle dance that all of the nobles of Waterdeep know. It's a dance.
Yes.
And you would approach.
Because we were already over at the table for
Correct.
House 𝐸𝐵𝐪, and actually, Caspian would take a moment to actually make sure that Drew is introduced to people, and specifically Valera.
Okay.
Movie magic. The timing is perfect just before the dance.
Always. You guys had time there.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
This is my brother, Issa
It's a pleasure to meet you.
Met.
No, we have not formally met, no.
He does get around.
Can I get an insight on that? About the formally met. He needs to make sure that his disguise was well enough.
Oh.
So, insight, please.
I love that you're doing this, and I love that you got a higher roll.
Don't you?
23.
Yeah. She recognizes your eyes.
All right, he's gonna definitely keep the straight face.
She would do this very sweet, gentle smile as she looks upon you. But it's always nice to formally meet you, Drew. I'm sorry, is it Drew?
Well, I would say that I am 𝙗𝙗 Keesary, and my friends and family call me Drew.
Wonderful. Cass, you owe me a rematch. On the dance floor, right?
I was hoping you would ask. Please, if you would, Lady Valera. It would be my honor.
Is this another show? Is that what this is to you?
I was going to ask the same thing to you. I'm down for a game, though, if you're willing.
Let's see how far this goes.
Very good.
And the two of you instantly spark the dance floor. It was kind of slow to get into it. Everybody's the food they just ate and the drink they've been drinking. What?
Nothing.
Okay.
I think it's funny.
But the two of you really spark it off with high energy right off the get-go.
Mm-hmm. If Cass can, because he knows, I assume he's going to see that Morgana and Lucius are also first dance. He's going to take their dance as much as he can to the outskirts and just be near in case Lucius needs support in the dance.
Ooh.
But if it goes well, he would try to stay to the outskirts and let he and Lady Valera have their own actual private sort of moment. Not exactly private, but we're doing our own thing.
Yeah.
We're not looking for center of attention. This is really between us.
I didn't mean that you gained center. I
Yeah,
more
yeah.
meant you sparked everybody kind of getting into it more.
Yes, okay.
The excitement goes up a little bit because of your guys' presence.
Mm-hmm. Perfect.
I think Lucius would look over for a can I do this kind of almost look, because we've been doing the practicing of the dancing and stuff. But
Yes, absolutely. I don't know what's going to happen, but there would definitely be... Caspian starts his dance, and he's and probably Lady Valera would catch that he's clearly looking at Lucius and being this hand, this. And we can do this. And he'll bump him just a little and hopefully give him bardic inspiration.
Sure.
I feel
It'll drive the
inspired.
story. You can have bardic inspiration. Lady Valeria is gonna. Oh, I see you're helping out the lord of your house. There's a sweet side of you.
I will do anything for my uncle.
He is quite powerful, I hear.
He is definitely a force to be reckoned with. And he's going to do great things.
Now tell me about your beast as you spin off into the outskirts.
Nice. Should we keep going, or
We can talk about your beast. Tetsu.
everybody dread? Do you want me to do my thing with Lady Valera first, or do you guys want to go for it?
It's up to you guys.
I just didn't want to step in.
You go ahead.
They're going to be happening concurrently, so it doesn't really
Right.
matter which scene
Correct.
you do first.
Okay.
So go for it.
All right. Speaking of Lucius, my Lady Valera, Well, they are sometimes one and the same. That is Lucius's goal. But if I may, my lady, speak frankly to you.
I'd love it. And I love the image that you guys are having this conversation gently and sweet as you spin around the dance floor like you're meant to it just comes natural to both of you.
Yes, yeah, we don't have to think about the dance
Yeah.
moves. Yeah. My lady, you are a wonder. And you're one of the few to have ever left me quite literally speechless. And I thank you for that. And I do not take it lightly. But I do have to say, you, as an elf, you have the blessing of and the curse of time. I'm just a man. Our moment is brief. But in one way, we can strive to achieve that which the gods of fate have blessed the elves with, and that is our name. That could live on. And as much as I am quite fascinated and interested to see where this dance goes, I always have to put first my house, because I will only be a brief moment. But I hope the House Keesary will go on. So I am quite willing to play the game. To do this dance with you. And you think he wants to spin and dip her at this point? I just want you to know. My house does come first, even above my heart. And so I want to know if we could be on the same page in this. I would not want to waste such beauty.
As it come up from the dip, she'd silence you. Your words are like a sweet dew in the morning in the summer. Would have been much more elegant from an elf's lips.
That was perfect.
Leave it alone. And I have great respect for that. That you hold your house to such high standards, and you look at things as a longevity. You are not just a mere human playing in the moment like I thought you were.
I tried to dance on both sides of the line.
It's a side I didn't expect. And I look forward to seeing more of that side.
I think I speak for both myself and my house. That I would be interested in taking this farther.
What if our beasts shall meet in the ring? Does that matter to you?
Well, yes. Only in as much as I am intrigued to see how it plays out. I find that a little tussle, a little tension, and he's gonna pull her in really tight for a moment there, is always ideal.
If she was human, you'd see the hair on her neck stand. But she's elf and holds her composure.
I wish to test and see if our relationship could be made of something strong enough to handle such close quarters.
Intriguing. Is it all just a game?
I know that word perhaps doesn't hold as much weight to someone who can see so many years. I would say yes, but that is what makes life for a man worth living.
Fair enough. Let's dance this night away.
And he'll have a moment at the end of the dance, if he can, where when the music's fading, there'll be another kind of slow, more that stretch where the guy stretches his leg out to really pull it, and we're gonna be like this close, like sharing breath. but he's not gonna kiss her or anything. And he pulls away and kisses her hand, and we'll turn to find his next scheduled dance partner.
And as you pull away, all you hear is elegance too.
He'll be like, but doesn't look back.
I'm sorry to say something from the peanut gallery. Are Valeria and Cass gonna need a fade to black?
It got worse before already.
Yeah.
Patience, my love. Patience.
He feels the heat in the room. All right. Next dance partner. Drew, you dance with anybody?
He's being a shadow.
Yeah.
That's his usual
We're
when
up
he's
against the
heavy
wall.
places.
Just
melts.
watching.
Doing the crunk thing, but right.
I kind of like the idea that he's got one of his smokes out. That's why he's coughing. But just watching, probably smirking at whatever Cass is doing. Hopefully he's not stressing you out too much.
He gets a little stressed when you get really close. But he's mainly watching that couple, Lucius and Moore, and then Lord Hawkland. Because he wants to make sure that he's not playing anything in revenge.
Guess we'll have to find out.
I didn't know if I should start with seeing how he's dancing and how
So,
that's going.
As we're walking out, Moore will kind of give you like just a slight little bit of an elbow and be like, it's not about if you make all the steps correctly. It's if you do them bold enough so no one questions you. And she'll kind of like add a little bit of momentum to them. Not pulling ahead so she looks like she's leading him, but very much like somebody's got to put a little into getting out there.
All right. So you are going to have to roll with Bardic Inspiration. But before you roll, I want more to roll something. Like Deception? Or... Okay.
Sure.
Okay. Excuse me. To cover up the tracks, essentially. Oh!
Wow.
We just know how to dance in this party.
We've been waiting so long.
This is so
Well,
good.
Cass has at least.
So
That's
at this
awesome.
point, she's going to have advantage with Bardic Inspiration on her roll.
Okay.
Because
That
you
flows so
are
well.
going to cover up any mistake she's going to make. With
He's going to make.
Everybody
Oh.
drink.
I'm in the moment.
I love it. I'm
Stop.
sorry.
Fine, I'll drink.
We're just looking for a reason to drink, buddy.
So
Goss.
this would be is it?
And that'll be kind of her angle too, of like
Performance?
her attitude is no matter what they do out there,
up to
it's
the
going to
master.
look like, yeah, we meant to do it.
Yeah.
What of it?
Yeah, I love it. That's fantastic.
So I feel like that's more of a performance.
Yeah, that's the thing is it boxed you into a performance.
That's fine. So
Roll with
how does
advantage.
the advantage?
And
But
then
how do you add the bardic? Is that a d6?
There should be a formula. You just roll a d6 with it.
I would just
Here.
don't worry about it. Just roll the
This one.
advantage and then add
Yep.
a d6.
Okay.
You don't have to worry about all in the same.
Come on, Lucius.
Oh,
Wow.
This was meant to be good. All right. With the nat 20 and the 22. When Cass glances over at Lucius, Lucius is doing well. It's like just a part of him kicked in and figured out the stance when needed to. Of course, any little slip up you made, more had your back. And it's to the point where, well, do you want to talk during your dance before I end
Yeah,
it?
I
Okay.
mean, we'll talk through it. I don't know if we're gonna say any. Does Lucius have anything particularly important to say?
No, I sat mostly at the table
Okay,
for
'cause
that.
I
yeah.
think they are going to be talking, but it's going to be, it's not going to have a lot of substance, and it's going to be from more. A lot of it is going to be sort of humorous, sort of snide, sort of like, you know, little whisper quips back and forth, trying to just get Lucius to, even though this isn't what we like to do, but we can enjoy sort of mocking it or disliking it or being the not belong here while in the center
While
of it.
doing
kind of
it.
thing. Yeah. That's sort of the vibe. Just to try to get him to relax and go with it and not take it too seriously and
love
maybe almost have fun with it.
I think he would feed off of if you're having more fun, he would enjoy it more and start and have more confidence and maybe smile a little bit.
And also kind of in the tone of like, we're role playing, like we're good at this, nobles.
Yeah, but it's like we know something. Like
So
it's like a game.
She'll keep calling
Yeah.
you, Lord Keesary, and be very formal about it and things like that.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
I love it.
Cass is definitely having a, you're doing it, Peter.
I love it. At the very end of the dance, it ends with Morgana's hand being asked to dance from the head of the games. And Lucius, Bethany, just happens to be standing there, waiting patiently. Would you dance with me? You're quite sparkling on this dance floor. You've turned a lot of eyes tonight.
Why, thank you. My lord, it was a wonderful dance. Thank you so much. I hope to do it again tonight. Now, if you'll excuse me.
My pleasure.
As the party demands, I must dance with someone I haven't met.
And I hath not met you.
I'm just excited. You guys are great.
I gotta pull up the name wrong. Not so great. Where did I put it?
While you're looking at that, Caspian was going for Lady Bethany next too, so I don't know if you want him to interrupt at any moment. You can just say, because he had asked Bethany to dance with him, but only if you need a rescue.
Or you could just roll with it.
Oh, you just.
I know. I was gonna roll with it, but
Yeah. No, I'm just letting you know. Like Caspian's there if you need him,
okay.
because he won't. If it looks like you got it, he's not gonna. He'll just let that go.
Lord
Proud of you.
Calvion Veridin bows gently to you. So excited. Looking forward to this. And I've caught your name as Morgana. Is this true?
You are correct.
And which house are you from as he pulls you in for the dance?
I am from the House Navarre. I am its youngest daughter.
Intriguing. And you sit with the Keesaries.
Of course.
Tell me about this poison. Right to the point. We don't have long.
This would be so this is like while we're gonna get into the dance.
Oh, yeah.
And
Hence why I don't have long. You have the song.
well, I think Lord Lucius put it quite well.
Good.
Of course, that their house wouldn't stand for any such interference. They want it to be a very upstanding game. Keep it quite in the arena with the good aggression that we like to see, without any of the side interference.
And as you say that, you feel for being as colorful as he is, he's actually quite powerful and he's very excited to lead this dance. And as you say that, he has a slight, bravado about the dance. This is great. This is good. So good.
I quite agree. There's places for all such things, but it's much more interesting when you keep it all quite separate, don't you think? It really allows the main point of it to shine.
That's right. Very well. Of course we expected this.
Oh, of course.
The boldness of your lord.
Oh, not
A
my
friend.
lord.
Sorry. You're right. And he would wink.
But quite a good lord nonetheless.
Bold. And then he would just take off into the dance unless you have something else to say.
No, unless he wants to continue the conversation.
Small chat.
It's just small chat. Things like, of course this won't rule out everything, but it'll make it more interesting now that people know they have to be careful about it. That type of thing.
Oh, yeah.
Very much leaning into the gossipy and like, but isn't it exciting when anything goes kind of that attitude.
That's awesome.
Everything your sisters use on you growing up.
Drew!
I may have warned him that. I'm sorry.
Oh, man! Drew, a young lady from House Horsey approaches you.
Her name's Winnie.
Winnie!
Legend boy.
She approaches you, and she bows ever so sweetly. And what's your name?
Drew will bow back. I am 𝙏𝙖𝙗𝙗𝙗𝙡 Keesary. It is a pleasure to meet you.
I am Winnie of House Horsey. Or Chevalier, as some call us. I'm sorry, my first dance ever. Would you lead me?
Very well. I imagine we could prance about.
Woo!
What was that?
It's like a teenage girl that couldn't hold it in.
Yeah, yes. Drew, what was that?
That was me, not Drew.
Sure.
I love the idea too that he's like smoking in the corner, and then he sees her going, like, oh. This is great. Carry on.
We're supposed to keep people away.
Please, just one little dance.
I'm sorry, what were you?
One little dance, please.
Very well, we can do that. He will try to gracefully do so, trying to imitate Cass a little bit.
Do I get a roll?
Yes.
Yes.
Performance. He's going to be trying to be as solid about this as possible.
Hold on. Sorry, chat. Here we go.
2 on the die for
5.
It was teasing that 20 though.
It did. I saw that.
It somehow makes it cuter.
It is. It's adorable.
You're right.
It's like they both don't know. It's that
Yes.
2-step sway. In
Boy dialect.
yes.
I like your shoulders.
But she's winning the whole time.
Well, she is literally winning the whole time.
Yeah. Yes.
Like,
Exactly.
and shapeshifter. Anyway,
Cass
I
definitely
love that.
sees this.
he's so happy. All his boys are dancing. They're doing so good.
Yo.
The very fact that Drew's on the dance floor is a win.
Oh man, I'm all hot now.
Yeah.
Just let me know if I need to start making some excuses or improving.
You're good. She's not gonna push it unless chat pushes it. So
All right.
So did Cass promise the second dance to Bethany or not?
He didn't promise, but he asked her.
I think they threatened the second dance to each other.
Basically, yeah.
So if Cass stepped in, it's not going to be a problem. for
No,
Lucius.
the only thing I was saying is he wouldn't if it seems like everything's good, but he will if everything seems not good. Does that make sense?
Okay. So he'll start off the dance.
Lucius?
Right? You're going to...
Yeah.
Cass is going to step in if something goes awry?
Yes.
Okay.
That's absolutely what he's doing. Like, if he sees that and it's starting, it seems good. I mean, Lucius, he's doing great.
The dice can always turn.
Yes.
Okay. So Lucius would go right up to Lady Bethany.
Lord Lucius,
Lady Navarre, may I please have this dance?
that's my sister. But sure,
Well, could I say that or no?
you could have. Yeah, it's that.
Are
Weird.
they all Lady Navarre or no?
Yeah.
Okay.
Pretty sure she's going to get any opportunity to poke back.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Nitpicking.
Poor Kristen's like. Wait, did I do that wrong?
Yes.
No. It's just she's being. Sure, her name starts with a B for a reason.
For the best.
You're correct.
right.
The best, Bethany.
He would hold out his hand again. Same kind of gesture he did at the first, when she came over to Tetsu's thing, you know.
Oh, I get to dance with one of the best. Wonderful.
Be my pleasure.
It's quiet. She doesn't say anything, but she's staring at you the whole time with like fierce daggers. And about halfway through the routine of the dance that goes around the floor. What are your intentions with my sister?
It's a hard question, Lady Bethany. What's the best for her?
Are you asking or telling me?
No, yes, I'm going to do what is best for her.
Silence.
Do you want me to see how I dance with her?
Sure.
Okay. Because I want no inspiration, no nothing, and we'll do a.
She's confident now.
Would this one be a persuasion?
She isn't Kristen, I meant.
Yeah.
Would this be a?
I'm still gonna drink.
Wait.
But
Would this
yeah.
be a persuasion performance or performance?
I could definitely do persuasion on this one.
I think it's a little bit more. Than
Yeah.
that.
Cool.
We knew it.
The rolls can only last so well for the night.
Mm-hmm.
You trip up just a little bit. Not bad. You don't fall on the floor, but just enough for Lady Bethany to go, well, I sure hope you fight better than you've done. But, none the more, she seems to kind of cover it up, like Moore did in a way, and dance through it.
Mm-hmm. Yes, if I had a sword, I would feel much more comfortable.
I'm sure Gwen feels the same way. Wouldn't it be amazing if you guys' blades met?
I was not planning on that.
Oh, I didn't mean tonight, but you steal our sister and that may happen. Remember, you owe us. That would be like the very end of the dance.
Mm-hmm. I don't think you would say anything. Yeah. Absorbing that.
Cassie, come in.
Oh, there you are.
Lady Bethany,
Okay.
you're sneaking off with my uncle.
The talk of the Waterdeep.
I must admit, he and Morgana were quite the couple out there. I
It
do
was
not blame
something.
you.
Did you see us, though?
I did. You handled yourself well.
Thank you.
I would say Lucius is not
Lord
there
Lucius?
anymore.
Okay.
I mean, nobody's required third dances. But there's about to be one.
Only if you feel so inclined, Lady Bethany, but it would be an honor and a privilege, if I may. As it seems, both your sisters are rather occupied. May I occupy you?
Sure. Take me for a spin, Cass.
It would be an honor. So as they start dancing, I think there's going to be a little bit where he's showing that he knows what he's doing in the dance.
Can you get the bug off your mic?
I know, I keep looking at it.
It's killing me. It's killing me.
I'm like waiting for it to
Jump
fly
in his
your
mouth or
face.
something. For whatever
I
reason.
saw that.
I couldn't focus.
I got it.
Sorry.
Do I get a legend point if I kill it?
It offered
No,
itself
don't
It's
up.
just a box elder beetle.
Yeah.
It's dead.
Poor beetle. Is it like squishing the Navarre's beetle?
No,
Oh!
actually. Ooh.
Speaking of which,
All right. No, I got to stick with what I was thinking.
Sorry.
No, it's fine.
Derailed.
No, it's I should be quicker on my feet, but all right. LOL. Lady Bethany, it seems this night has been for me a time to speak openly and honestly, and I'm wondering if you would grant me that privilege as well.
Always.
I must confess, I do so love our banter. It is... I do not use the word lightly. It is an honor to spar with you verbally.
You're very good with your words. And
As
terrible
are
at the
you.
same time.
Well, I learn from those I spar with, I hope.
A little blush.
If I may, in this changing world, the three ladies of Navarre, the three sisters, to me have always been... Well, they have always been as such. Morgana is the fire. She is bright, fierce, and uncontrollable. And Lady Gwendolyn, the rock, undaunting, and it is what your house now stands upon. But she is also immovable, inflexible. But you to me have always been the sea, which in Keesary blood means a lot. The sea can always be trusted. It is always there. It is strong enough to hold up the mightiest of galleons. But it also can bend, twist, and curve. And he's going to spin her around. He says that. With every obstacle it runs into. I know you can see it as much as I. All that is going on in this world, in our dear Waterdeep, things are changing. The taking of these scraps from these monstrous beasts, turning them into wondrous items, it's truly changing everything. Or at least most things. I think he's gonna do a spin with her and say, some things never change.
Performance was.
Alright.
And then you can finish your beautiful speech.
Very good.
See how well you're captivating.
Ooh, I don't know.
That was Isidru.
Oh!
Ah, reroll.
Isildur's doing great though.
Yeah. Is a roll. Is a roll. Is
Performance. There we go. Okay.
Isidru's got the flirt going on over there. There we go. That's a little better.
Thanks, guys.
Wow.
That's a 26.
Oh my.
You have absolutely captivated her at this point in time. Like, she's not talking. She's just listening to your sweet words.
Awesome. And he's being quite honest in this. This tidal wave of change, House Keesary will ride it, and our Lord Lucius, he is grasping the helm, and his aim is to ride it to the top. But if there's anything our grandfather has taught us, Lucius's father taught him. We do not cut the ropes of our friends. We know what House Navarre has been to us, and that will always remain. I hope that we can all rise on this wave together. And I believe I know as much that I can speak for Lord Lucius III in this. We do not forget our friends.
That's what you get out of her.
I love it.
I'm going to have to roll some will saves later.
So, during the third dance,
Wisdom saves.
or at the beginning of the third dance, what is Gwen doing?
Gwen is now standing off to the side. Just stoically standing there like a giant hunk of rock.
When, after the second dance ends with the game master, Moore is going to go over to Gwen and hold out her hand and be like, she's not talking to anybody, right? She's just standing there?
Nope.
My dear sister, I ask this with relatively little expectation, but would you like to get some attention and dance with me?
Sure.
Let's give you something to talk about.
Like when I used to teach you when you were little.
But less of me on the ground.
Is this sparring stick dance? Or is this dancing?
I don't think there's a difference between us. But Moore has a genuine sort of like, even though there is this sort of animosity, like, I'm willing to have fun with you if you're willing to do this.
She does. She'll step on the dance floor with you.
So, and I don't imagine it'll be anything too complicated.
No.
But
That's awesome though. If Caspian, that's funny. Caspian is dancing with Bethany at the same time,
Yeah.
and we're looking over to see the two of you as we're talking about you.
to whatever degree Gwen lets her, I think Moore will lead a little bit.
Mm-mm.
At least in terms of like, well, then they will like friendly sort of like jostle for leading the whole time.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm picturing right now. It's this like awkward, like both of you are attempting to lead the dance around the floor, and it's like looks good, but like complicated at the same time.
Yeah.
Are we putting rolls on this?
If you want to.
I almost think it's an athletics roll at this point in time between each other because.
Sure.
All right.
Sure.
This way. You forgot your steps. All right. It's pretty evenly matched. It's very interesting. And you can see that your sister is a little flustered and wants this to take this to like a sparring match. Like it's at like sparks. It's not bad. Like,
Yeah.
you guys had your healthy tussles physically.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Moral will keep reminding. We'll keep reminding Gwen about, appearances and image.
Yeah.
And everybody's looking at us and they're going to remember this and all that kind of thing. Sort of like.
Yeah.
But not in a mean way.
No, you're getting all
in
the
like a
jabs
very
in, though.
teasing way.
Like, how could my little sister, who has no desire to be part of any of these noble things, be doing so well at this dance to the point where she's teasing me?
Right.
Yes.
Yes.
I got it. I love it.
All grown up.
But then you have 𝐼𝙪 over there with Winnie, who
he's probably gone 2 dances with for not realizing that the first one ended.
correct. And she's gonna just give you like a little hug and like a little knicker. She skips off.
And then Drew's just gonna find a shadowy place and drain his flask that he brought with him.
I love that.
Is there any other scenes that need to happen tonight during the dance?
I don't think so. For at least the third dance, Lucius would be kind of sitting off and just watching everything
Yeah.
and enjoying it all, I think.
Lord Hawkland also. It's like opposite sides of the
Nice.
dance floor. So I like the idea the camera pulls away from this. As the merriment continues, there's the slight jerky movements between the sisters and 𝐼𝙪 crying in the corner with his flask. Not sure what to do with himself.
Caspian will go after the third dance, like he's done what he wants to do. He'll go hang out with Drew and like tease him a little bit, but they'll have just like bro time there to recover.
I love it.
Good.
Rex from House Horsey's kind of like encouraging his little sister. I don't know, as their sister in the chat. I'll leave it there.
That's perfect.
Winnie to good dancing, encouragement, and the rest of the party and the rest of the houses are all dancing and it's merriment, and there is some desserts being brought out as the camera pulls away, and the night goes enjoyable. Lady Valeria would have another dance with you, of course, but
He'll go for that as long as he'd make sure Drew's okay. Get him some.
I'll be
desserts.
fine. I'll be fine. I think I'm in a good spot now.
Stay hidden, but you did marvelous.
No,
Just trying is something.
I'm just glad that no one will remember me.
She might, and he heads off.
House Keesary plus Morgana. How late do you guys stay?
I was gonna ask, is Lucius going to ask for another dance at any point?
Oh, we're going, and the camera dives back in.
I think at this point,
Yes.
Not that we have to play through it, but just to set.
Yeah.
No,
set where we
I
go
appreciate it.
with
Yeah.
it.
yeah. I think he's more anxious to get everybody back to the house to be able to talk and figure out what's happening with Tetsu. He's gonna let Moore know we do need to go back to the house. Something's happened, but I would like you to be there.
Is he kind of pulling her aside at this point?
Yeah.
So is it back to business then? Or did you still want to have our conversation at some point?
I still do. Yeah, I was hoping we could get away from here at least.
I was rather hoping that myself, but not going back to business.
You're right. He's gonna nod over at Cass and take Moore's hand and leave with her.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Like, we're gonna leave the party?
Yeah.
Okay.
You guys go back to your meeting spot from original,
Sure.
where you're not drenched in water and fish flopping out of your suit.
Well, I think on the way out, after we sort of, leave properly, but before we've actually, like, picked a place to go, she's gonna ask, so then where exactly are we going?
Not to business.
Well, that leaves the whole city. Where is Lord Lucius Keesary willing to go tonight?
Where would you like to go?
I would like to go to this very small tavern in a very dark alley with very good people.
Should we change?
Probably.
Yeah. Let's do it.
All right then.
We'll run back to, I guess, the
Run.
Keesary? Yeah.
Run back. Ooh,
Can we do
excitement
that?
in the air.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I love these two little lovebirds running through the streets with excitement and the moon glistening.
Yeah, there's definitely a moment at the dance when they're leaving, and Cass is like, "Did you see that thing? See it?" Okay.
Yeah, Drew's just gonna go and shadow them.
No, you're not.
What happens?
On your way out,
Uh-oh.
another one of Winnie's sisters. Can't even get it out. She's dwarfed, but not a dwarf.
Another one from the neighborhood.
Please, neighborhood, real.
I was gonna say her name was Naybell.
Would you dance with me, please? Rex's character is standing there with the guitar.
Good time.
He like looks to Cass, basically looking for a. What do I do?
Please, please.
You got this, buddy.
He's taking that as take one for the team.
Yeah.
This time it's a
So he can
miniature.
He's gonna compose himself. He's gonna slightly bow and say, "It'll be my pleasure."
That's two.
I think Jake won tonight. I don't know.
And you dance around. She clicks as she dances. She wears like these shoes. Sounds almost like small little horse hoofs on a dance floor.
We,
love it
we
so
need
much.
like because we have house horsey, we need coconuts.
We
like,
Oh, we need coconuts.
I'll work on it.
Oh, we need
I'll work on it,
coconuts.
guys.
I think Drew's just gonna try making like small talk type things, just trying to make it not seem like he's trying to leave. And he's just gonna like say things like, she looks quite dashing. Her heart's probably galloping.
He's gonna kick me out of this. Roll performance for me, please.
All right, let's see how this
Come on,
goes.
Drew. Yes.
Drew.
Come on.
Wow.
This time, Drew takes charge. And I think it fits because Drew has a mission that he thinks he needs to go doing. So he's like, I need to get this done.
Yeah, no more nervousness, anxiety. It's more like
Yeah.
I have to go do this. I'm just gonna get this done right away.
And at the end, whoosh, that was a rush. Have you ever rode a Clydesdale?
I'm
Come
sorry.
ride with me.
I'm sorry. I have to go rejoin my herd. And he's just gonna leave.
Dude's gone.
Okay.
Leaving her like Cinderella
Yep.
without a glass slipper.
With a giant, it's a dwarfed person with a giant Clydesdale walking off into the night crying. Rex and House Horsey may have something to say about this later, Drew.
He has a mission. He's gonna go do it.
Well, now you got to find out where they are because they've changed and they're heading down a dark alley. Did I hear?
We're just going like somewhere in the middle of Lowtown to some
I say on the
little-
stop in between.
little tavern. We're gonna stop and get changed quickly, and then we're
Disguises? Or are you going as?
That's the thing. Like Lucius would be
Well-
like, "What do I wear?" He starts pulling out things to ask more. Like,
do you have anything remotely simple in here?
I know a place. He's gonna go to his dad's closet.
Yes, victory. That's awesome.
And he's gonna find something in there.
Okay.
That probably from his sailing days.
It still smells like whiskey.
Probably.
Yes.
Yes.
That's awesome.
She's just wearing her normal getup.
Yeah, yeah.
So she's not trying to be in disguise or anything.
Yeah.
She's just dressing down to what she normally wears.
So I'm picturing he's wearing one of those white shirts that have like the V with the tying
Yeah,
and
yeah.
stuff, and
For sure.
some simple pants.
Wow.
And she's gonna drag him through the dark streets until they get to her tavern, and she's gonna say, so what I really like about these people is that they're excellent company, horrible singers, and make excellent beer. I honestly don't know if you're going to hate it.
I don't know if I'm going to hate it either, but I'm willing to try.
And then they'll get there, and she'll get drinks, and they'll take a table, and I think probably people know her.
Yeah.
So she'll get
But no, go on now. You're back. This is great. And who'd you bring with you?
a good friend.
Ah, I didn't think you had that kind of friend.
I wasn't sure I did either.
Wonderful. What are we drinking tonight?
What's the most popular thing you have today?
Popular. What does that word mean? We serve.
What's the only thing you serve?
You want hard or light?
I think we'll take some strong stuff.
Whiskies on the house. First round.
Very good.
My brother. Break another window tonight and my brother will be very happy. Just not here.
Ah,
But I encourage it.
I'm sure at some point we can get to that.
Oh, looking forward to it. Not here though. There's one down the road.
Well, as long as you bring that round, your windows are safe.
Sounds good. And I'm assuming you two walk in at some point.
I didn't think so. Cass is going to stay till the end.
I love it.
He's going to hold the fort down.
Yeah, and Drew would be looking for them, albeit it has been some time because of that dance.
Yeah.
So I don't know what you want to do about that.
You're going to have to roll.
All right, what do you want me to roll?
Survival?
That seems appropriate.
Now then, what was exactly that question you had?
Wow.
I mean, you have... Yeah. Walk in at any point in time.
I've been so focused on myself that I don't even know you at all. I don't know what you want in this life. I mean, I heard you break windows.
It's been known to happen. Break other things too.
Yes, so I've just been feeling very self-absorbed.
Well, even though it's been a few weeks, sort of back around, it's still been a very long time. And well, I suppose I've been wondering rather the same thing of you. How much of Lucius is there in Lord Keesary?
I guess I'm still figuring out who Lucius is. I know what I'm supposed to be and supposed to do, and I haven't taken the time to actually be... Yeah, just to be me. Whatever that is.
That was always sort of hard for you. That's rather what I liked about us. Felt like it made it easier.
Well, you always knew what to do. Where to go. Who to bother.
Well, I suppose I felt like I do rather know who I am these days. And then again, sometimes I still wonder. It's hard to get away from all of it. I'm sometimes not as bad at it as I wish I was. But out here, it just feels more like the old days, you know? I suppose that's what I was always looking for, just some place where I could be myself and not have to apologize or persuade someone that that was all right, or... Well, out here I suppose I'm still fighting, but at least I'm fighting because I want to. Because it's fun. Because I wasn't put in the arena, I stepped into it. I was almost starting to give up hope on you, honestly. Thought you'd forgotten what it was like. But you're here. And I must say I'm very surprised.
I am too. I admire you more. You can just be yourself and not care what others think. Part of me, it hurt me to almost see you playing a part tonight. Because I know that that's just not you. Even though you do it quite well.
It's not what I want. I'm not saying that I'm sorry about tonight. It was useful. Parts of it were even fun. But I suppose that's the thing about us, if there is an us. And you've always known it. I've no intention of being Lady Keesary. It didn't stop us back then.
I want you to know more that everything I'm doing is going, it has been for you. You'll see.
Alright.
But I have no plans on changing you.
Then I suppose I don't have to run away or give you attitude or the same sort of treatment my family absolutely required.
Yes, I think Gwen wants to kill me.
Oh, don't take that to mean you're too special. She's got a whole list. If anything, it's a compliment that you made the list.
So still more, what do you want?
Cake. As the bartender steps forward. Cake from some party. Some guy in a horse delivered it. They had leftover desserts.
Yes,
I'm sorry to interrupt.
exactly.
Just some cake.
That is precisely what I want, Lucius, is cake.
Oh, you knew it was coming. No, I was saying there was cake coming. I'm very sorry I
Well,
interrupted.
be sure you bring it over as soon as it
It's
gets
right here.
Thank you.
Yes.
Yes, of course. That's what I want is cake. Is a good night. And good drinks. And good company. And what else is there that really matters?
Purpose.
Are you go making it all boring again?
Adventure.
Adventure. That we can agree on. The only question is, how late do you want this adventure to go?
What time does this place close?
Oh, that's not when we have to go home.
He'll stay as long as the night goes.
So she's gonna at this point pretty much deflect off of talking about anything too serious. It's gonna be very much a like, let's hang out, let's party, let's be frivolous kind of thing. She's gonna lean into being very flirty and just kind of be like a let's party all night kind of thing.
Mm-hmm. I think we're just gonna go along with it and actually start to have fun, start to meet some people.
My bad.
No, it's
What's
fine.
happening?
The music changed to party music.
Yeah, so he's gonna meet all the people there and actually try to get to know them.
I mean, you would realize that more is well known here, but not bad. A lot of respect, actually. It's like you're almost in her territory. Drew, when do you walk in?
What do you mean? He's already been like sitting there, like drinking his flagon and such.
Just hiding in the corner, though.
Yeah.
Oh, roll stealth.
Okay. Give me a stealth check.
Sorry, I caught Dan mid-drink.
Perfect timing. I'm coming. Keesary is going for another dance. Stealth.
For Drew.
Oh my gosh.
So do we see him?
You want to see him. I'm gonna leave it in your hands. Is the conversation where you guys are in such depth that you don't see Drew come in and sit down?
Lucius is not paying attention.
Maybe
Yeah.
not that we see him come in, but I don't know that, especially as the conversation like sort of backpedals off and back into like more light type stuff,
Yeah.
that Moore's not fairly aware of everything that's going on.
Mm-hmm. Love it. But then you do notice once you guys start partying up a little bit.
So at which point she would wave him over.
Is it Drew?
He's so upset.
Alright. He's gonna quickly finish his flagon and then go on over there. Yes.
Well, you were sitting over there. You've clearly come to join the party.
Well, it was the establishment that we did find you in. So I figured this might be a place that was quite lively.
It's what I enjoy. And you?
And me what?
Was the extent of the excitement for your evening going to be to sit at the wall and watch everyone else? All night?
Well, my job doesn't say that I can't do that.
And what exactly is your job tonight? Is it true?
Well, I am to make sure that no one tries to. He kind of like looks towards Lucius.
Drew.
Tries to make you the second Tetsu.
I don't think that is something you need to worry about tonight. I have that quite handled.
It would be very helpful to find out what's happened with Tetsu.
Very well, I believe that you are quite in capable hands, so if you wish for me to depart and
She's
take
gonna
care...
lean over and be like, quite.
Very well. He does a curtsy bow, and I will take my depart, and I'll make sure to lead the investigation myself.
Thank you, Drew.
when shall we expect you back? I'll put that down as a yes. He leaves.
He makes a good point. It is getting very late, and it is a long way back to walk. There are rooms to be had out here.
May I walk you back?
Is that the sort of adventure we're going to have tonight? Very well. You may walk me home.
I would love your help with. I need to loosen up, I know, but there are certain things I just believe to be in the right place at the right time.
Well, far be it from me to argue with the great Lord Lucius Keesary. And you can tell she's pretty buzzed at this point.
So I'll help hold her.
She's not to the point that she needs help, but she's definitely to the point that, like, you're not going to get too serious of an answer out of her anymore.
Mm-hmm. So, where is Moore still staying at the Keesary's?
Yeah.
Okay. We'll walk her back and say goodnight.
Good night. Till our next adventure, or boring business, or whatever it is we're doing tomorrow.
Finding, who tried to murder Tetsu.
Tetsu has his first battle tomorrow. What do you mean? Finding
Second battle, thank you.
Oh, yeah!
Kind of a big deal.
Our boy's growing up.
Yeah.
I love it.
And the last thing you're going to hear is, oh, yes, Tetsu, I wonder if he wants anything to drink. She wanders off.
Probably.
That'll be where that scene ends.
Are you excited?
Yeah, I am. I'm enjoying everything.
Lady Valeria would invite you to watch the moon cross the sky upon a beautiful tree that she knows on the outskirts of Waterdeep. After, of course, the festivities are pretty much wrapping up.
Cass doesn't know about Tetsu yet, correct?
That is correct.
He does not.
And maybe we could watch the sunrise on one of your ships.
Man, I did not expect that. He caught me off guard. Also, Caspian was caught off guard. I'm gonna. Do you mind if I leave it to dice?
I don't care. She might care.
You are the master.
Cass rolls, pulls out dice and rolls them. So, I think I'll go with you.
Let me just consult the bones really quick. Yeah.
Oh,
good, I got
What does that mean?
What does that
What does that mean?
That's funny.
That's twice with
Oops,
her.
I closed my
Is
character.
that a
I know.
judgment
I'm just
roll?
quit. I
That's
quit.
twice with her.
I know. So no, he's just going with, because he doesn't know what's going on, and so yeah, I was thinking maybe he'd be starting to listen in and catch a vibe on what was going on, but
Awesome.
sounds good.
Sweet. So Cass watches the moon cross the sky and then travels over to the ships, and they sit and they have some drink and small talk and just kind of enjoy the waves lapping up against the ship as the sun rises in the morning.
Yeah, it's a time to, it's totally a date sort of thing.
Yeah.
Like, he's not even trying to play. He forgets. This is where the Nat 1 is. He forgets about House Keesary stuff, and it's just the two of them. Like, they're just two people.
And I think
having
to
a
go
moment.
along with your Nat 1, she too just enjoys the presence. And she would tell actually like some stories of her younger days. Just out of just like sharing the life of an elf with you.
Mm-hmm.
Why is Drew shaking his head?
I'm just over here thinking, it's like, oh, before the Keesary's came around.
Yeah. Super intimidating.
She doesn't say anything nasty like that, where it's like a jab. More of like, she feels you respect the longevity and the knowledge.
Nah, I think that's where Caspian's wrapped up in it. He loves the stories.
Yeah.
So she has lots of stories to tell.
Whew.
Sorry, buddy.
No, I love it. No, it's great. I love that you've nat won twice with her now.
I know.
Yeah, I know.
In 2 different moments. I love it. No, I
you
absolutely
always have
love
to be
it.
on the offensive. Every time you're defensive, you fail.
I want. I need.
So beautiful. Well, I think we're going to have a little scene in the courtyard, and that's going to be the end of tonight.
All right.
You two get back. Do you go and look at Tetsu, or do you go right back to the rooms? Or what
Depends
is it?
on what time it is, I guess.
It's
She's
late.
gonna go give him a drink.
Nice.
Oh, that's awesome.
As you approach Tetsu, Drew is standing there looking over Tetsu and the absolutely decimated body that is charred and crushed.
When I said stomping grounds, I wasn't quite expecting that. He's just like investigating it and keeps going into.
We'll roll investigation.
All right.
As you walk up, Lord Lucius, Tetsu senses your presence and steps like a quartering. Has anybody ever seen a cow? Jeez Louise, Drew. A cow quarter away.
He knows what he's doing.
High or low, no
Kind
in
of like
between.
steps back and quarters away from you a little bit, but not in an aggressive manner, more like respect for you. Like you are powerful in a way. Not like bowing, but just enough to step out of your way. And you see the blood on the hooves.
He's gonna pat Tetsu on the side, kind of reassuring him that everything's fine.
That was weird. Got louder. Big long tongue comes out, and like cow tongue's great.
He just like takes it, but he's like, ah.
Roll for concentration.
He's glad it's his father's outfit, not his. No, I'm just kidding.
And then it comes over and dips in more drink.
She's fine with it.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
She'll drink out of it again.
They're gonna
after.
bond over having some drinks
I
together.
love that. Like the dog and his owner.
And
What'd you find out, Drew?
What did I find out?
you found out information. That's for sure.
Oh, next time. Oh.
It's definitely hard. I mean, this body has been smashed. Lightning like electricity has struck.
If I had to say, an Auroch killed him. A rune-branded Auroch, to be precise.
Those are the facts that you investigated. They are well done.
21 at its finest.
It's a nondescript dagger with definitely some kind of coating on it. And you think that maybe with your knowledge and some help from, Radablast or somebody else, you could find...
I'm just glad it's canon.
I know, I love it too. You could trace back to maybe where this came from. And maybe that could be a lead for you.
All right, perfect. Yeah, he's definitely going to investigate that. Kind of just making sure that everyone's going to where they need to be, getting the informants to figure out how we can get in contact with the seller and all that.
Perfect. Well, we will handle that next time. On Nobles.
That's awesome. Are we hiding this? Or publicly stating it? Or maybe we save that for
I mean,
next
Cass
time.
isn't there.
No,
I think this has to be a conversation for the morning before Tetsu's battle. Who's going to wash his hooves? There's blood on them hooves.
Do we need to?
Ooh, intimidation.
It depends on who it is, really.
Tetsu's fighting a griffin in the morning.
Know who it was that tried to kill him and whose house and all that kind of
That
stuff.
you can't tell. Completely not. Yeah, cloak and dagger. No. Hopefully,
That's
Drew.
something we have to investigate.
Yeah, Drew needs to spend time on that.
But Drew's got a lead.
I guess we'll get back to you on an answer on the, if we clean him.
I love it.
Ah,
What a night.
guys, that was awesome.
What a night.
Thanks, Rex. Compass will yell at you later. Oh, I know. I was looking at you. I was like, the man in the corner is working on something over here.
I got all kinds of things going on. I got all kinds of things.
All right. This was awesome. Thank you, guys.
What a great session.
Thank you, chat.
For sure.
Last call. Spam the chat if you want to dress. We haven't decided exactly what we're doing, but you know.
I mean, I'd
He'll
rather
wear it.
not
Spam me
wear a
some
dress,
D. I
but
want
if
uppercase D.
He'll wear it to the next ball? Question mark?
Yeah, question mark. Or to the games. Why not? I could see the master of games wearing a dress to the games.
it's a fancy robe.
He's not wrong.
But he's dressed for the occasion.
That's right.
True. Awesome.
What a session. My jaw hurts from smiling. That was good. That was good. You guys handled that really well. And Gospel Ghost, thank you. There's some new names in chat.
Gospel Ghost, I saw that.
I'm
Welcome.
glad you're enjoying it. And we definitely had a lot of fun giggling over here.
Absolutely. And I'll shoot out a reminder before we do our outro is that the behind the scenes for AfterQuest, because I record this while we're playing and then it's uploaded to YouTube a little later on as we're streaming on Rumble now. And there's a little behind the scenes that goes for our Patreon and local subscribers. So I think without further ado, this has been another fantastical episode of AfterQuest, an Avenue Studios production. Do give us a like, subscribe, hit the notification bell to follow the adventure. You can further support us and become a part of the ever-growing forest known as Avenue Studios by joining our locals or Patreon community. Doing so not only helps us continue to create high-quality content, but you'll also gain access to a ton of bonus content, as well as our private Discord where you can chat with everybody here and so many more people, including the man behind the curtain, as well as movie nights, playing games, and so much more. Don't forget to jump over to 𝙈𝙪 Crossroads because we are entering into Neolithic November, and we've had some great chats already for that, so that'll be coming out throughout the month, as well as our Forest Forge and our live play for that. And then we have some special surprises coming up with Dark December as we enter into horror, and we are making some, yes?
No?
Oh, okay. I thought you had something.
I do have something, but not to that.
Ah, okay.
Sorry.
No, you're good. Don't forget to check the links in the description below. Sorry, I was going through the script. Check the links in the description below for the sound, music, and ambience that we use, as well as 𝙈𝙪 Crossroads. Check out Dad Bod Fitness on YouTube. I'm going to give a shout out to Saga's RPG from OKSDMs. He's got his beta test on RPG, Drive Through RPG, free. So check that out because, wait and see. And we will see you next time.
Drew, you have to do a recap from what your journal would look like after that night.
Oh.
Rex, your brother, would like you to do this.
We'll see.
Drew's recap is just asterisk internal screaming. Asterisk.
We went to the
Exclamation
dance.
point.
We went to the dance where nothing happened. And
Awesome.
Thank you so much for joining the adventure, and we will see you next time.
Good night, y'all.
All right.
Bye.
Bye.